How you doing, Lieutenant?
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What's up?
Basically, I want to see if we have any update on the matter that happened last time.
No update yet.
Okay. Did Jerry Tone tell you about that letter he gave me? He said he looked it up and it something from.
Yeah,
okay.
I watched the body cam on it.
Okay.
The one at Market Square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about that body cam?
Well, I looked at the body camera and what you were trying to say, because it was empty, there was no one there that you could do it there. It's still their property.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they rent that space out. Market Square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over it, and again, I know it says the greater right of possession, but the greater right of possession is just an expression. It's not necessarily a ordinance that we have in San Antonio. And if you go all the way to the bottom of that document, it says for the officers to use discretion and understand what law is being broken when they are called out, because it was conflicting. It said that sometimes they come out and they say, hey, we are going to get rid of them. Sometimes it's like, we can't handle on public property, get rid of people on public property. And this is true, and this is exactly what I'm trying to say. The Market Square is overreaching with their security and patrolling where they're not supposed to be at.
But you saw the schematic, correct? The drawing of it?
A drawing?
Showing it was a park. Let me get a copy of this.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, let me see. See this one?
Okay. Yeah, this is from the GIS.
Yeah, GIS, but it shows that the whole Market Square is encompassed, even the side, even across San Saba there.
Okay,
on the other side of it.
Recorded plats. Yeah. So how are you saying that this shows all other thing from the legend, just to understand?
Well, from the legend, it's they're showing it as an entertainment district.
Okay.
Okay, so they've got this all encompassed here from San Saba, even across the street, even to the other side of the street there.
Okay. And what ordinance is keeping me from being from the entertainment district?
Well, this is private property there.
Okay,
this is Market Square Park. It's actually a park.
Okay.
They call this a park.
Okay. So they're saying that because it's a park, that it's private, and that's.
Well, that's what we're trying to determine. We're trying to ascertain, hey, where are we with this?
Okay.
So give us a. We've got your number, correct? We're still working with it, and the city attorney and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to figure out where are we with this.
Yeah, because my main thing is, how am I supposed to protest if they're telling me to get off a place that I'm. The whole reason I'm out there is to protest the public space and let them know, hey, I'm a lawful member of the public. Mm-hmm. I'm doing something lawful. I'm not doing anything that is against any ordinance. And from the GIS, I understand what you're saying about the park, but in my opinion, we already went over. You saw the body cam, and I still feel that this is public. So, yeah, I want to continue to protest. What would be your?
Well, the protest. When you think about it, if you're in causing a blockage on a sidewalk, or you're causing the right-of-way passage,
mm-hmm.
that's I think that's going to be against city ordinance when you're doing that, and also if you're soliciting funds.
Aggressive solicitation.
Well, I don't think you're. You had what was that? On the ground. What were those things? The scan for your phones.
Oh yeah. You're talking about my videos over here on
Alamo
Plaza.
There.
No, those were to my YouTube to show so to explain to them a little bit more about what's going on. So on my YouTube, I show all the police interactions, all the videos that I record, and it's just basically to tell the public, hey, this is what's going on. So the main thing is, like I said, I don't. The thing that is with me is the way I protest is I set up and I dance, and that's my lawful activity, and I'm protesting by me being there, and that's what I want to continue to do. But this is hindering me right now, and I want to go back, but I don't want to give y'all a hard time and be like, oh, come on, man, we let you know.
Partner, we want clear, concise consistent enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to have,
Yes.
so everybody's on the same page. Because if we're not on the same page, whoever you run into or gets a call on you, they have to act the same way that we all are. If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. If you're not, they need to know that.
Yeah.
And the next person needs to know that. Because if they're not, you're going to get two different variations of enforcement. And we don't want that. We want consistent, concise enforcement.
Yeah, and when I talked to Mr. McManus, I got him right before
Before you guys,
before we had our interaction, I spoke to Mr. McManus, and he told me that his officers are gonna stay within the law, and that's all I'm asking. I'm asking y'all to understand that what I'm doing is lawful. I'm gonna go to the other precinct as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna let them know, and when we get to that situation, I'm gonna show them the paper y'all gave me, because on that paper it states if I'm not breaking any laws,
right,
then I'm good. I understand that you said that this is a park, but unless you can give me an ordinance where it says I can't be there and it's private property, I'm gonna go set up.
Market Square Park is where Market Square is right here. It's considered a park.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna do my lawful activity. I don't. My intention isn't to get arrested. My intention is to protest.
I get you.
And I understand what you said about blocking the sidewalk. I'll tell you what. Go during the week. There's no people there. On an empty day, on a slow day, I just want to enjoy my market, and by me setting up there is me telling the Market Square in District 1, hey, I'm here. You're gonna have to deal with it, because y'all can't overreach from where y'all's property is at, and that's my whole protest.
The last thing we want to do is arrest. That's our last resort. We want to try and get a peaceful resolution of this. And we need to be, like I say, consistent and concise with enforcement.
Yeah.
And we need to be educated too.
Yeah, and I really like what you said when we had that conversation in here, where you said we all have to understand this, and that's the main thing about the community. As public servants, I want y'all to understand who I am, what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to.
You're talented. I've seen you.
Thank you.
I've watched you. You're talented.
Thank you very much. And I just want to go about my day. I know, I understand that the market's gonna stay strong, because that's their baby. That's what they love. They love the vendors renting it out. They love the business. It's great for the city, but at the end of the day, I want to do my lawful activity. There's other performers there, mariachis, Elvis. We all know these people. We're familiar with them. They promote them on TV and everything.
He died.
But did he die?
I think he died.
Elvis,
Melvis.
Hispanic Elvis.
On the bike.
Yeah, he died.
I think he died, didn't he? Yeah, he died.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's sad. But see, that's a legend, a local legend that we praise. And I'm the next in line. I'm the next in line to show this city that.
But you feel like you're getting shut down.
What's that?
You feel like you're getting shut down.
I feel like I'm getting shut down because of my art. The city doesn't understand my art, and they're taking an aggressive stance towards it. Okay. And all I want is just to be respected as a member of the public. I wanna do my due diligence, come to have these talks, and I know when we go out there, it's gonna be another officer, and I'm gonna show him that paper that y'all gave me, and if I'm asked to leave, I will leave. But the CTW does not keep me off the public sidewalk. It keeps me off this building where they trespass me from. They can't trespass me from Mi Tierra. I can still go there because that is private, and I'm not too sure how these go inside, but I think they're different buildings.
This is right over here is where they have the stores, the shops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 3 different buildings. I'm trespassed from this one. So if I wanted to go this one, I think I
You'd
technically
have to
I
walk
could.
through here to get to there.
Exactly.
So it's hard to trespass you. And we talked about this. They said you're welcome in here, but it's kind of contradictory.
Exactly.
If they want you in here to get to there, and they're saying, well, he's criminal trespass, but let's make exception from the walk in there.
Yeah. It can't be like that.
It's kind of counterintuitive. So we need to. I know I talked to Mr. Pena on this, but we do need to be concise, and the city attorney obviously we need to work with that and find out where we are. I get it. You're just trying to show your talent, and you want to show your expression, your freedom of expression. I think it's only when you incite, when you get all these people gathered around, and it's causing a disturbance and they can't get through. Yeah. That's the only issues that we're having there.
Okay. And like I said, I will refrain from that to give y'all courtesy and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna dance. I'm gonna play my music. not going to gather a crowd. If the crowd persists and they gather, then I shut it down, take a little break.
Remember also the audible, the decibel levels too. Okay.
The decibel levels as well. I intend to stay within the law, and I appreciate you giving me the time. This is all it is, because I feel like I'm making sense. I feel like the Market Square is like you said, they're being contradicting, and they're saying, oh, he can come, but he's trespassed.
Yeah, we can't. We would never issue you a trespass when you're able to go in here. But with them telling us also that, well, you're welcome to walk through here to get to there. How can we criminal trespass you if you're able to walk through there to get there?
Okay, and
so that was the issue we had.
Since this is a controversial topic, just to be clear, there is a possibility of an officer going out there and arresting me.
Well,
because I mean, if I'm on the public sidewalk, like what are your thoughts on that? Like,
well, like I say, everybody has discretion, but our guys, we've actually Sergeant Jerry Tones talked to our guys about this, and it's hard for us to say, hey, we're gonna arrest you for being here, but you're going here. How do you get here? You have to walk through here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a public property. It's public when you think about it. When you're walking through the Market Square, it's a public area to get to a private area. So,
unless they're renting it out, then they have the greater right of way.
Exactly. But
yeah.
I would say no. You should not be arrested when you're walking through here to get to there.
Okay. And if I could walk through there, I can dance on the public sidewalk and stay within the law with my speaker. And I'm not asking permission. I'm just letting y'all know. And that's my stance on it. And I'm gonna go protest. This is why, because since this is such a controversial topic, someone has to ask that question, and that's what I'm doing by setting up out there. So
I get you.
So that's basically it. I'll keep checking in with y'all. Keep trying to see what I can do. Do you think I can get another copy of the paper y'all gave me last time?
Let me see if I can find that. Let me see.
Thank you. And is there going to be an incident report for this?
We can.
Yes.
He can make one up.
Yes, please.
I'll write something on that. Go give your info.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Of where I'm allowed to be of the public sidewalk. I am not going to enter this property where I am CTW'd, which is 514 West Commerce Street. This is a different address. This is a different address.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I said we're still.
Yep.
It depends on who you ask, right?
Yeah.
So we were told, because we went to the plot that you had showed us was from what, 1976? Was it 76? Yeah. So we went and tried to find the most recent thing. The most recent thing we could find says that this whole thing right here is a park.
Okay.
Right. So which means that the people who run it, the city people, have custody of the whole park, including which is I don't I want to get clarification on it myself, including San Saba being actual.
Because of what you read
park.
that said the greater right of possession, right?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
We'll go to Parks and Recs. Ask them if the whole thing's a park, and that might be a good place for you to go
okay.
to.
Well,
Parks and Recs and see if the whole thing is a park, including this.
Wow, if it makes it a park, that's even better, because that's where parks are meant to be, where the public gather and express itself.
We need that clarification on that.
Yeah. So my main thing is, the only way this is gonna get resolved is someone asks the question. Sucks that it has to be me, but I'm gonna ask the question and I'm gonna set up again. Hopefully I do not get arrested.
Right through here in the corner. There's a set of glass doors past the soda machine.
My main thing is just to protest and stay at their necks and say, hey, I'm not going anywhere. District 1, figure this out. Get with the officers, get with the public servants, get with the citizen, a member of the public, and let's figure this out, because they're taking too damn long. I have lawful activity that needs to be conducted at my market, at my park, where I'm able to express myself. So that's what it is.
Where, if I were you, I would go to Parks and Recs and ask them that, because then, they told you that you're allowed to go in the parks, right?
Mine park, the one I'm going to go to. Like I told them, we have to be consistent.
Well, we have to be consistent, and we have another side of it too, not just you. I see your point.
Yeah.
But then we've got people over there calling us, saying he can't be in here, his music isn't consistent with the theme of Market Square, right? I mean, so we're hearing all that.
That's what I just told him. But just because they have a feeling, it's the same thing over here. Do y'all still get calls from me on the Alamo Plaza?
No.
Okay. Well, I stood my ground here. The businesses would call. They wouldn't like me there. And it's like, hey, man, I'm not doing nothing that's breaking the law. Like, leave me alone, let me be. And I was able to open up my plaza. Now you go out there, what do you see? There's a lot of street performers out there. And I'm not gonna boast for me taking the credit. I don't. But I just showed them that, hey, we can be here and we're not gonna be scared away. Right. And this is why my whole thing is here to stay, because that's what our protest is.
The only question I got for you, out in Alamo Plaza, and just from my own knowledge, I noticed you use a speaker when you're out there.
Okay.
Right? Do you check the decibel level, or do you just use it, or what's?
No, I have a decibel reader. Yes, I do have a decibel reader.
So what do you keep it under?
I stay within the law, man. We could pull it up and we can check it out at 21-52, and I stay within the law.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've been having trouble with those guys who go with the religious speakers.
Black Israelites?
Yeah, so I went up to them because I know y'all have had some interventions with them.
This weekend we did, yeah.
And I told them, I said, hey man, you're interrupting me. I said, I'm staying within the law, and y'all are over here blasting the speaker, and this is not right. I said, we have to stay within the law. So I say, man, y'all gotta stay within the law. And they asked to borrow my decibel reader. It was calibrated, and yeah, they worked with me.
They're generally, they'll turn it down.
They turned it down this weekend. There were 85 or something. They had to turn it down.
Yeah, but yeah, if I'm ever above, by all means, I mean, I have to stay within the law too, and that's my whole thing. That's staying lawful. And yeah, man, I just want to get with you before I go back, because I don't want you to think that I'm just some hoodlum just that doesn't understand. I do understand.
No, we've been trying to figure this out together.
Yeah.
You know, and if I was able to get a quick, hard, fast answer and tell you, nope, this is it, this is what we're going off of, then, but I haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah.
I think we're all beginning to get educated on this. But the reason I called you back, we had talked, but he wanted a copy of that letter. I didn't know what that letter was. Remember the letterhead?
The one you gave.
The one you gave it to him over there.
So you said that we're all gonna be understanding, and you want it to be fair, but like.
We have it on the drive.
Which one?
Gus pulled it for me. One of the guys in here should know if you ask them.
Yeah.
It's on our shared drive on one of the bike folders.
And what is it called?
I think it might just be labeled trespass letter. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and when you shut me down that day, man, that really killed me, man. That killed me, because I knew it was frustrating for both of us, because it was like I kept repeating myself. I looked back at the video and I was like, okay, I understand, but I want you to understand that I wasn't breaking no laws. You told me to leave because I was measuring the sidewalk. Like that's ridiculous, man. And I want to let you know that I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna stay lawful, and until we figure this out, I have to go back. It's a necessity. I have to go back so we can figure this out.
They're gonna call and we'll go from there.
We'll go from there, and it has to be fair. You have to let them know that, you know, there's honestly, if I'm not breaking the law, there's nothing to be done. It's a call, and they're gonna keep calling until they are exhausted, until you are exhausted. I'm not wasting the resources, they are. District 1 is wasting the resources. But
have you talked to anybody in District 1?
I mean, we're filing litigation, so you can't.
You can't do that.
So you can't. Okay. So protesting is very, very needed right now. Protesting is needed more than anything. And yeah, how can I protest? How can I stay at their neck if I'm being told that letter you gave me was going to keep me out when it doesn't?
Yeah.
Respectfully.
And it has in the past. I mean, it's worked in the past. It was a letter from the DA, and the DA is the one that has to take the case, right?
I doubt they're going to prosecute
me. The DA says we're not going to prosecute, then there's no point of us even making an arrest, right? I mean,
call them, call them. See, hey man, they got this guy dancing. You gonna prosecute? You gonna prosecute him for dancing? Yeah. I doubt it.
No, I don't know.
Confidently.
I can't speak for the DA, but
yeah.
So I don't know. All I can tell you is, I don't have a personal opinion one way or another. I don't mind if you stay there, you know, or if you're not there. It's, you know, you got it.
That's it. Yeah, the other one got up.
Huh?
I don't see any signatures on it.
Oh, this is one from. It's basically the same thing. This was one that Safe, because Safe was dealing with an issue too with somebody else, and Safe had a. Here, read that. Tell me if that's okay with you.
Okay.
It was the same letter reworked for safe officers. They kind of just added their information into it.
I like it because it says aggressive solicitation right here instead of just solicitation. Solicitation. Usually they try to put the solicitation like in there to make it seem like it's unlawful, but like the only way it's unlawful is aggressive. That's our law management. Mark Jenkins was there like 4 years ago. Yeah, we have to update this. See right here, the greater right of possession. That's a legal term, yes, and it is stated in there as an opinion, and it doesn't really hold any law. Like if we were to look up the ordinance and we'd be like, all right, greater right of possession, what ordinance is that?
Well, that's who has control.
Yeah.
But who has the greater right of possession is the question. Is that the actual? Okay.
The vendors would have greater right of possession, I believe.
That's the one that we.
There you go. The vendors would have greater right of possession if they're renting it out, but if it's not being rented out, yeah, like I said, it circles.
Right, and that's what you say. And then when we go down there, they tell us something different, right?
They own the whole thing, even if they're not renting it. That's crazy. Yep, this is it. And yeah, I agree with this. I agree that, as always, the officer should use their common sense and exercise discretion based upon the facts and circumstances when deciding whether or not to arrest. If doubt, the officer should consult with their supervisor, the assistant attorney on duty. And if an arrest is made, officers must articulate in their reporting of all elements of the offenses documented and collect any evidence demonstrating whether the actor was doing this in the, I don't know what that word is, distinctive from a lawful patron of the market square, and how they were noticed that their entry onto the property was forbidden for that purpose. So yeah, man, very, very, very clear right there, very clear. And yeah, thank you so much for this.